Hi and welcome to part 2 of Mama's Kitchen. Right, so in part 2 now we have just cooked the pan of chocolate that I made earlier from Greggs in a bag. So there they are, all nicely baked. Hopefully later on for pudding. Now as you can see there's 4 of them, but there's 6 of us, so 2 are going to have to do without, because there's only 4. So they charge £3.50 for pan of chocolate in a bag, but you only get 4. So somebody's going to have, 2 of them are going to have to do without, and that's Greggs from Iceland. So there you go. If you want to buy them and bake them, so it's like having fresh pan of chocolate, then at least you can buy them from Iceland. Spot on. Right, back to the bolognese. Now, as you can see all the juices now, all that fat that's coming from that corned beef mince. It's starting to come together a little bit. What you're looking for is all this has to be all nicely broken up, cooked, no fat should be left in the pan by the time we've cooked it all. Because the one thing you don't want in a bolognese is greasy bolognese, do you? All over your chips, all greasy fat. All over your pasta, greasy, and no, not very nice. You want a nice dry mince. And as I was once taught many years ago by a Spanish lady, she never had any fat left in the pan when she was making bolognese. So I've always stuck to that motto, that you don't leave any fat in the pan, because the juices are going to come from your chopped tomatoes, your pasta sauce. Now you can make your own pasta sauce, you don't have to buy these jars, it's just easier. You know, if you want to make a quick meal, and bolognese is one of the easiest meals anybody can make, and everybody who's anybody knows how to make bolognese. If you don't know how to make bolognese, then I'm sorry, but there's something wrong with you. Right? Well, there must be something wrong with you if you can't make a bolognese. It's easy, simple. But if you wanted to make your own, oh, there's something else I forgot. Oregano. We need a bit of oregano. I've got some spices, but some herbs, but I haven't got oregano. You should always add oregano to a bolognese. It just gives it that taste. But if you're making your own bolognese, always use chopped tomatoes, any type of chopped tomatoes at all, and tomato puree, and that's your own sauce. You don't need to use these sauces, but I can tend to do a bit of both sometimes. Now, pasta we're using, you can get fresh pasta, non-fresh pasta, but today we're having falfalis, Valley, or whatever they pronounce it, by Ragu, authentic Italian farfalle. Wheat pasta, 100% natural durum wheat. Right, I like these because your tomato goes inside these cracks in pasta, and it's more juice, more flavour. Now, I like any pasta, it doesn't matter what it is, but this is nice for a bolognese. Or if you want spaghetti, you can use spaghetti. Fresh spaghetti is quite nice. Fresh pasta's lovely. But easiness, boiling the pan pasta. Quite easy. Right, and as I told you, my husband, he don't like pasta, so he has rice, because he likes a bit of Chinese and Italian mixed together as a combination. Bit of a combo there going on, isn't there? Chinese Italian infusion. worldwide food, like Mexican style rice. Don't like it, but my husband does. Good for him. Oh, and as well as that, chips. You can't not have chips with anything. Oh, and to top it off, does anybody else do this with all their meals? No matter what you're having, mayonnaise all over everything. Sunday dinner, mayonnaise. Chips. Now chips and mayonnaise are nice, yeah. But not on every meal. It's like, do you taste your meal or do you taste mayonnaise? Does anybody do that? Put it in the comments. Do you put mayonnaise all over your food? So now, back to the bolognese. So, let's get this mushed up a bit more. So it's looking more like mince instead of corned beef. Come on, chop, chop. You've got to really give it some welly. Bit of welly. Chopping up this mince. Now if you've got arthritis in your hands, this isn't the mince for you. You need to buy from the butchers mince that looks like mince, because they might be making it easier on less packaging, but they're not making it easy on the consumer, because it's a bit of a nightmare having to chop it all up to make it look like mince. So, there's another question. Where do you buy your mince from? And does it look like corned beef? Now, once it's done and everything, it looks like bolognese. Right, so I'll come back for part 3. I'm just off for another fag. See you then.